And let's go ahead and hop right into our next story and a little bit of a review from last night. The Peacemaker season finale teaser finds Chris Smith in familiar surroundings as more multiversal madness ensues. This is Josh Wilding reporting. Did James Gunn overhype and underdeliver with this week's episode of Peacemaker? While we certainly didn't get to see as much of the show's Nazi-ruled alternate reality as expected, there were still a few surprises found on Earth X. In the first look at next week's season 2 finale, titled Full Nelson, Chris Smith is once again behind bars. The anti-hero wishes to be left alone because he sees himself as the angel of King Death. Rick Flag Sr., meanwhile, is spearheading an exploration of the quantum unfolding chamber's many alternate realities. Argus is after something, but our heroes don't seem convinced that their motivations are entirely pure. With a vengeful Captain Triumph out there, we'd bet on things going wrong quickly, and it's still not clear how any of this will factor into 2027's Man of Tomorrow. If anything, it seems Flag's deal with Lex Luthor is all we're going to get from Peacemaker Season 2 in terms of setup, a surprise when Gunn previously described this series as a prequel to the movie. Overhyping and underdelivering, we'll have to see how things play out next week before deciding on that. Talking about a possible Peacemaker Season 3 last week, the DC Studios co-CEO said, it is not right now. I think that people should, that doesn't mean there aren't plans for these characters, but it's not necessarily Season 3 of Peacemaker, and then people should watch Episode 8 to see what happens, because maybe some of your questions will be answered in that episode by itself. Oh, Lord. It doesn't seem likely that Chris will get a happy ending before the show ends, but his story is rumored to continue in Gunn's Superman sequel. The promo you can watch there. Oh, my God. You guys didn't see son of a this whole time. I apologize. You were just staring at a blank thing in my... Y'all, okay, where's Chris? First of all... Fam, this is why you get sleep. Okay, I went to bed at like 5 last night. I was really struggle bussing, and that's California time, so my brain's a little bit mush. So I apologize for that. I was just sitting here scrolling down. Everybody's following along with me. Nope, just stuck on the old story the whole time, and everybody's probably like, "Is this man slow? What is happening right now?" So, okay. So Chris, first of all, what did you think of last night's episode?
We're going to get through it. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. I thought last night's episode was great. We're not getting into spoiler territory, right?
No, we're going to try to stay away from it, yes.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure. I, again, come back to this is such an excellent character study. This is such an excellent character study of Peacemaker, of his friends, and also of how we all view our own worlds, really, when it comes down to it. And how one person's utopia is obviously another person's worst fear, most people's worst fear. And also, you then have to examine, why is my world so much better than this one? How is it different? These things are really, really great things that are brought up in the episode. Really well done. And also just how little differences in belief structure, in how you're raised, how your family interacts with one another can make such a huge impact on who you are as an individual. It's not just nurture, it's not just nature. There's so many things. And it's a very heady concept to bring into 30-minute episodes. That's still my only issue is make these just a little longer for me, James. Make this just a scotch longer, and I have a really great time with these episodes.
I would have loved to have like you probably can't transition it to an hour, but like give me like 45 minutes. And I feel like that would help. And I gotta say, the kind of what you were talking about, it's very interesting how a particular character who we thought very specifically about how they thought about the world, we actually got I think the worldview wrong there. It's not that they are the way that they are, it's that they're contrarian. I think you know who I'm talking about. It's just that they're contrarian, and because of that, we actually had a surprise reveal that ended up pretty tragic. So like I won't say anything more than that for those that haven't seen it yet, but that really got me. And then I agree. I'm seeing people in the chat saying that there's one particular moment where where John Cena yells stop at something that all of his friends are doing. And they were like, that is maybe the best acting they've ever seen out of Cena. Not that he's a bad actor, but it was so like viscerally real.
It was
raw. Like he was clearly feeling it. It was pretty crazy.
He He has really stepped up, and I'm so glad he has this role. And he's so complimentary and thankful to James Gunn each time, too, talking about this.
Yeah,
Of just, he's changed my life. He gave me this incredible role. And he has absolutely just taken to it like a fish to water of just, I gotta
absolutely.
deliver. And not only the great fun moments of Peacemaker, but those really tragic and heartbreaking ones, which that's what Peacemaker is. It's a tragedy.
Yeah,
And also furthering the anime intro of everything.
yeah.
Have you heard the theories about that, of what the dance is and everything?
I think everybody's gonna die.
Well,
I just
probably.
from the standpoint of them, because in the first one it was all very like, "Hey, we did it," and then this one it's everybody lying down and they're capped. And it sounds, if that's the case, it sounds like the only one that maybe lives is Eagly or something. I don't know.
He's got a primal eagle, got to keep
He's a
going.
prime eagle. He's got to
Um,
keep going.
but the arm movements and everything, people have made these
Oh
theories
yes,
of
yes.
that. Yeah,
That's them. Yeah.
that was letting us know right from the jump. Oh,
Yes.
that's what we're
Oh,
seeing.
that's what you meant. Yes, yes. That they
Yeah,
were doing, that they were essentially doing interpretive dance like swastikas. Yes, I do know what you're
yeah.
talking
Even
about.
the lines in
I,
the background.
I thought you meant, but yes, that too. I saw that too.
Yeah.
And especially the alternate versions of them were hitting it pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I
Rewatching it this
genuinely
week, I felt dumb.
I mean, yeah, the first time I rewatched it, I was like, bro, it was right there.
Yep.
It was right there. But that's part of why I was like, let me like really look at this dance again. I don't necessarily think that they're all gonna die, but I think part of what interests me as what is this as a tease and lead up into Man of Tomorrow. I actually think that we're going to Brainiac is actually going to be coming from a different dimension, and Argus deciding to poke through all these stupid dimensions like idiots is what's going to do it. And
Ooh.
especially because you already in the last episode had that deal with Lex. We met another person on Lex's team. I won't say more than that in this episode. I think that there's going to be some sort of tie there where and the person that we met actually also brought up the difference between what Lex was doing in Superman and what Peacemaker has been able to do as far as dimension hopping. Again, it's not ruining anything. It's just kind of a basic whatever. I think that that's how they're going to end up accidentally letting a horrible thing happen. And part of that tipped me off in that teaser. Did you see the teaser?
Yeah.
So Argus is going through all these different dimensions, and it's some effed up stuff in there. I genuinely think they're about to unleash a horror on themselves like idiots. And then at first, Lex is maybe like, haha, dumbasses. And then he's like, oh no, this is bad for everybody. That's kind of what my gut is telling me. I don't know what you think about that theory one way or the other, though.
I love that. I think I'm going way too literal with the portal part of it, because my brain right now is
Mm,
only like it's dark side. It's dark side. That's the only thing I
fair.
can think of. But I don't think that's the next step in where the DCU is going.
Right.
So I just also have to kind of shake off my DC canon and
Right.
go, it's movies. It could be whatever they want to do. They don't have to stick to a blueprint.
Right. And well, my other thought, why it wouldn't be Dark Side, it's not to say that Dark Side doesn't have the tech to dimension hop and whatnot, but it typically with like the boom tubes and all that, it's within the same universe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
he's not dimension hopping. So that's the only thing. And it's not that this portal couldn't, in theory, show you another door to the same universe. Like that, that technically could be possible, but it just for whatever reason, since it feels like one in, one out,
Hmm.
that's the only thing to me. Now, mind you, we may see a dark side from another dimension. I could see that happening potentially.
Mhm.
Um, but I agree with you. I feel like we maybe don't want to immediately jump to dark side. We want to kind of leave that alone for a while. But I don't know, y'all. What do you think? What'd you think about this past episode? Are you excited for the season finale? What do you think is going to be the big tie-in between Man of Tomorrow and Peacemaker? Do you think we've already gotten it just by having Lex show up in the last, not this episode, but the one before? Or do you think that we are going to get introduced to a big bad in one of these other dimensions? Let us know what you're thinking, man, in the comments.
I love talking to you guys about Nutrafol. They are the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can Feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. It's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. I'm telling you, Nutrafol is no joke. You see the results. Roxy was talking about it not too long ago. She's been using it. She sees the results. You see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping. When you go to Nutrafol.com, you got to enter the promo code Christian. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. That is spelled Nutrafol.com. Use the promo code Christian. Nutrafol.com, promo code Christian.